everyone, it's Adam here. I just got home and this arrived. Now I usually only buy refurbished Apple hardware. That's just the way I roll. You'll get 15 to 20% off on refurbished Apple hardware and the same product. The refurbished program, I'll briefly say, it's just either a floor model or a customer return model. They return it within 14 days. Apple will completely replace all the cables, remotes, buttons, all that kind of stuff. Anything you touch gets replaced, and then they will do a full diagnostic, more than actually as diagnosed for new products. So it's a really strenuous diagnosis process, and you can add AppleCare to any refurbished model for the same price as new. So you get the same AppleCare coverage 2 or 3 years. So worth doing, actually. I wait for all the stuff that I buy to go in the refurbished store, which is usually 3 or 4 months out after release, and then I buy it from there at a discount. So I paid $149 for this instead of $199, and AppleCare was $29, I think. So basically, I got 2-year warranty for the price, less than the price of a new one. So a new one without 2-year warranty. New remote, all is different really is the menu button has a little bit of a rubber feel to it. It's really important, the reason I'm making this video is the specs of the Apple TV 4K, even though it has the addition of a fan, are identical to the Apple 4th generation, Apple TV 4th generation. So the specs, width, height, etc. are all the same. And the reason why I mentioned that is because I wanted to show you guys something that I did when we first got this house. So we have our we have a home theater set up that'll be going downstairs once the living room is done. This is just the upstairs. It's gonna sound really shitty of me, but I only bought this 4K setup because I knew we would be without a home theater for a year. So this is kind of our temporary solution to watching. And I watch a ton of TVs and movies in first and television shows second. So really low end Samsung soundbar that matches the curvature of the television. The subwoofer is wireless. It's a nice setup. It looks great. We have the Xbox One S for 4K. Now I want to show you guys this setup. So let's pull this back from the wall. So you can't get a flush mounted television setup. Well, let me get the angle here right. So you can't get a flush mounted TV if it's curved, and curves are going out of style, but I didn't want a flat screen because I actually needed all that curvature space for everything behind. So let's pull this television out on this arm here. Comes right out from the wall. This is mounted into the framing of everything. So we've got here an APC battery backup, APC surge protector that goes into the wall. Then we've got off of here, we have I think it's 4 Cat 6 cables go down to the Ethernet downstairs. And then I've got all the cables kind of going into these boxes here. So what I wanted to show you guys before I install the new 4K Apple TV is we have these really great wall-mounted mounts for the Xbox One S, the Shield Pro, and the Apple TV, which all I have to do with the Apple TV is unplug the old one and plug the new one right in. Nothing else to change. It all works just fine. So it's just fine as long as the HDMI you have is super speed HDMI, which is compatible with 4K 60 FPS. If you don't have HDMI 1.4, maybe 2.0 compatible cable, they're $9 on Amazon, really cheap. I need to fix this. This fell right down last week, but I've got 2 holders here for my remote, one for the Shield, one for the Xbox. And then they got the 1 terabyte hard drive for the Xbox here. I'll link these below. These are really, really, really cool. So if you have a television that's not completely flush mounted, these are awesome because when you stand back from the television, it's as if nothing's back there. The only complaint I have with this whole setup here, let me push the TV back. The only complaint that I have, and it's really self-inflicted, is I've got, I should have mounted the soundbar up higher. You know, I misjudged where things were going. So the soundbar is mounted about 3.5 inches too low, which means you can see these 2 cables here. One is the HDMI and one is the power cable. So both of those are, in my opinion, slightly. Other than that though, it's a great, fantastic setup. I love it. So I just thought I'd show you guys that. I don't know if I covered it in the whole home tour, but we're going to grab the Apple TV 4K and replace the 4th generation back there and set it up. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. And the house is pretty dirty right now, so I'm not going to show you too much. That's Porter's bed. It's a little bit overkill. and once again, the basement's not done yet, so I'm working upstairs for now I wish I didn't have to work upstairs. I want to work downstairs on a really nice desk, but we just don't have any way to work downstairs right now because it's not heated yet, etc., etc. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let's get this guy set up and have a great day.